¿Qué tal chicos? ¿Cómo están? Espero que estén bien. En el video de hoy vamos a ver lo que fue el breakdown que Steve le hizo a Jade en el Kombat Cast, en el pasado Kombat Cast. Yo iba a hacer un breakdown, pero luego pensé, ¿para qué si ya este chico le había hecho uno? Entonces se me ocurrió la idea de traducir lo más importante de lo que, bueno, él fue comentando durante este breakdown que le hizo al personaje. Así que de eso trata el video de hoy, chicos. Si el video es apoyado, si a ustedes les gusta, si quizás me lo dejan en los comentarios, pues haré un igualito y quizás hasta un poco más detallado sobre las 3 variaciones de Jade que también se vio en el Kombat Cast. De hecho, esa parte de las 3 variaciones le sigue a este pedazo o a esta parte del Kombat Cast que vamos a ver en este video. Así que eso, chicos, espero que si el video les gusta lo apoyen, que se suscriban si es primera vez que están por acá. Si lo están dudando, pues se viene mucho contenido de Mortal Kombat, peleas en línea, tutoriales de combos y toda esa mierda que les gusta. Así que chicos, vamos con el video y espero que les guste.
Steve, Derek, take it away. Let's take a look at how Jade plays.
Well, the first thing is, this is kind of a reoccurring theme, is she's never used her staff more. It's a lot of her moves now use the staff. She does a lot of moves where she uses the staff along with punching and kicking. She uses it. She also uses her glaive more in a lot of her animations. You can see in her throws.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure all of her weapons kind of came through, right? Like, she's had these things for decades now.
Right. And you'd often see her use them in like 2 different moves. And
right.
As I break this game down, the more I would play it over the last year, it always struck me the range of the characters is really strong because of their weapons. And it kind of occurred to me, this is essentially a weapons fighting game in some ways with a lot of characters. Like, it's way more of a ranged game than we've previously seen in MK. Like, you can see her down 2 is awesome. It's one of my favorites to use in the game.
It definitely covers a lot of.
Yeah, it's a very, very good move. So I'll go over just a few of her normals that I think are core. I think her back 2.
The wiggle stick.
Yeah, the wiggly stick is extremely fast, multiple hits, really easy to, you see it, hit confirm it into a special move. Good damage. It's an awesome whiff punisher.
Oh yeah, and I mean it's definitely there to keep the distance, right?
Exactly.
Like I have this much space at all times.
When she's hovering around this range, if you think you're going to hit a button or whiff an attack, you're in a lot of trouble.
Yep.
It is a high, so if they do like a down 4 under it or they can duck it, it's going to whiff, but it's awesome for controlling this upper level, like chest area space.
There's some really incredible stuff just with how the staff moves. Like the animators, like just a lot of the moves that the staff makes, the little just micro moves are so visible and cool.
Shoutouts too to the audio team. I love the clank, clank, clank the staff moves make. So another one I wanted to show is her forward 2, which is a big long-range overhead. This is actually relatively slow. It's over 20 frames, and I think if you're really looking for it, you can see it. But if you're not ready, if you're crouch blocking for other reasons, you know, you think she's going to down 4 or whatever, she can hit you with it.
Yep.
She's not going to get a pop-up. She's going to have to just do the full string, or she's going to have to just commit to doing the shadow kick. But it's a pretty good overhead with a lot of range. And I think it kind of complements what you were saying about her back too.
Right.
Like a lot of times I'll kind of hover around this range, they're looking for this, they're focused on that, and she can just kind of dash up and throw, or do a jump in, and it's kind of a move that keeps you thinking at all times.
She's like a mid-screen character.
Exactly.
Yep.
Another one that complements that is her forward 3, which is one of her kick strings. It's this full thing. Now this is a great low. She can actually hit confirm it and go into a special move. If she sees that it's blocked, she can stay safe and not finish it. If she thinks they're going to try to interrupt, she can complete the string. That heavily complements her forward 2, and it's significantly faster. It's just an overall great low attack. So if they're sitting there hyper-focused on this, they also have to worry about this. And again, that sets up jumping back, walking back and zoning, doing a jump in. She really controls like that start of the range space really, really well.
Yep.
And one more move I want to look at is her back 3, and this is her key mid. It's pretty fast. She can hit confirm it again into her special moves. She can just continue the string and be safe. And it's the mid you'll use if they're ducking a lot.
Right.
Like if you're using this and Sub-Zero won't stop uppercutting you out of it, you can walk up, and it's really good range. And then that's going to open up, again, your throws, your zoning, whatever you kind of want to do.
Rest of her tools.
Exactly.
So I mean, we've kind of talked a little bit about. So her archetype as a character would be, how would you put it?
I would say she controls space, and that lets her play her game, which is very versatile based on what she wants to do. She's got some good zoning, decent mix-ups, some good block pressure. She can, and you'll see some interesting special moves. So I would say space control leading to her then kind of playing her game, which is tailored to your variation.
How do you play your game?
Well, let's get into special moves and kind of show some of them. So you always want to bring back the core moves when you think of Jade, and so the shadow kick's one of them.
Yep.
It's exactly what you'd expect from a shadow kick. It's a high, but it's very fast. It has a second hit. Yeah, it's a great whiff punisher, a great... Sometimes I'll just be walking back, and if the opponent, I think he's going to do an ice ball or something, I'll just preemptively do it, and I'll take the risk.
Right.
And he might punish me, and that's a bummer, but I'll take the risk.
It's a bummer.
Yeah, and then her glaives are back, but they're done a little different. You kind of took the spirit of the glaive, but they're now a slow-moving projectile with a lot of wind-up, but you can see they cover a ton of space. And that makes them awesome if you think the opponent is going to jump in, like they'll get hit by the tail of it.
Right.
Or if you think they're trying to walk in. So it's not like a projectile you spam, it complements her space control. Like you kind of do it just to say, no, the mid-screen is mine, stay back,
right.
Don't move. And then if they try to jump it and they're going to jump early because it has such a long tail, that's what your down 4 is for. So in my opinion, her zoning with the glaive is really kind of to slow the pace of the match down, to then walk into the mid-range to do all the stuff we talked about.
Right.
You know, one thing we don't talk about a lot, which I think is really important, is props in the game, right?
Like
a
first hit props or like weapons?
First hit
not first hit props.
Okay.
Weapons and things like that.
Yeah.
A lot of the characters who are in Mortal Kombat are iconic, not because of just their character, because of what they carry.
Yes.
Right.
You know, the glaive is, and the staff, very important things. And you know, big ups to the team that makes the props for, you know, helping create the character and make it have even more depth because of how cool the props are and the amount of props they have to make.
Yeah, I mean,
there's a lot.
There's a lot. Like, there's one for Jade that it's kind of similar to a fan, which is like MK2 when she was a katana palette swap. There's some that have like glowing energy. There's curved ones. There's straight ones. Like there's a million different glaives.
But all
like
these things put together,
MP3 ones. Like,
yeah. Oh yeah.
All these things put together, they still have to match her personality. They can't be like, she can't throw a radio at you.
That
I mean, she could.
She could.
She could.
It would probably break some of the mythology.
They probably don't have radio technology in Outworld.
I never thought about that. But
Right.
you are the lore master, so let's keep going.
The last classic move would be her glow is back. She's fully projectile immune, has this snazzy purple effect, and any projectile is going to go through her while it's active. So
Classic.
while she can slow the pace down with her zoning, it's hard to zone her because she can have this on.
Right, and then she just gets in right on you.
Yep.
Yep, absolutely.
And her last base move is this parry, which has the coolest into I've ever seen in my life.
Like, for the most part, I'm just going to do that to people online. Like, that's all I care about doing.
And she can amplify it into this awesome... I absolutely love the way she recovers out of that next snap. Look at that. I'm marking out.
The way her arms kind of just go to the side when she's done.
Oh, yeah.
Is super. Just like it's. I've never seen a more awesome looking nonchalant neck break.
It's effortless. True
Yeah.
story. I actually accidentally hit Aaron using a Japanese like wall scroll rolled up and pretending to do one of her normals. I accidentally hit him in the QA lab.
Well,
Bueno chicos, como pudimos ver, al parecer estos movimientos a los que Steve le hizo el breakdown es como a la Jade base, o sea, lo que va a traer Jade en todas sus variaciones. Vimos su atrás 2, que es el golpe con el bastón de varios hits, que es cancelable, que tiene muy buen rango, pero que es alto. También vimos el adelante 2, que es el overhead, que tiene un rango de alcance, wow, bastante largo, pero que es bastante lento porque inicia en 20 frames. No sé si dijo que 20 frames o arriba de 20 frames. Y bueno, también es cancelable, pero es muy buena herramienta. Otro normal que vimos fue su adelante 3, que creo que es el low, que también es cancelable. Y el atrás 3, que es un mid, que es safe en block. Así que yo creo que Jade es un personaje que va a controlar muy bien el espacio, definitivamente, y que creo que hay que rushear. como punto débil, de hecho creo que ese sería su punto débil. Quizás no tenga buena defensa, porque al sus normales ser tan lentos, que es lo que me da la impresión de que así va a ser, pues no va a tener cómo defenderse, no más que con wake up o qué sé yo. Pero sí, me recuerda mucho a Takeda, de hecho. Takeda es un personaje que a la larga distancia es muy bueno, pero si lo presionas lo llevas a cometer errores. Entonces yo creo que Jade va como por ese mismo camino, pero es un personaje muy interesante. Buen Sunin, buen control de espacio, me gusta, buenos normales, que es lo que, como dije en un video anterior, lo que siempre busco en un personaje son buenos normales. Y Jade cumple con eso en su totalidad, así que quien quita y quizás la pruebe, la use. Así que sí, ellos chicos, si lo que les dije, bueno, al inicio del video, depende de ustedes. Y eso, espero que el video les haya gustado y nos vemos en uno próximo. Chao.